Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Mine's right here. All right, guys, we are about to start game 2 here. We're gonna start game 2 here in a little bit. Just give us a little time. We're just gonna turn the floor audio on a little bit so you guys can hear something, and we'll get started soon.
I got out, you got in, you were out.
Ace 9 suited, I lost to ace queen suited.
It fucking happened.
And it's crazy because the high card was ace. Like, we both had ace, but he had the queen.
High kicker.
Are you trying to get right here?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go sit at Joey's here.
There, this is your spot.
Oh my gosh.
I think Adam's sitting right there, yeah. And pretty much if there's something out of scene, it's...
Make sure I get
Is there any space? Is there a list? There's 2 tables, and I haven't started the list there. I'm going to go around and see you sitting down and take everybody's name before we start the game, and I'm going to... Yeah, 25.
Not bad at all. I didn't think I was going to win. I didn't think I was going to top 10. Yeah, I got lucky with that. The king hands that I got earlier on. Really set me up. I got a rally.
And then win, and then stay long game. I want to be fast poker dealer. Yeah, everyone's
This is it, top tier.
I think the order is Makani, Austin. Next time it's the other guy comes in with the black.
Yeah.
I like Theo. I think Theo's a good hero. I just think he's like low vibe. Hey, you're doing a good job.
Not giving a watch. Free today. Huh? Free. Not for me. It's never free.
We can do a side bet.
That's how it starts off.
Under or over?
Huh?
Under or over?
Same, brother.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be fire.
Poker table.
Yeah, the tornado went through my yard, or by my house. It actually nicked the roof of my house, but we have so much firewood. So much firewood. Knocked down so many trees. Go back to sticks. Go back to sticks.
Ma.
That's what you do.
Sorry.
Break it off.
I've never seen that small.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Then why do we paint and carve fruit?
Or scary faces. Is it a vegetable? Is it scary?
Is it a vegetable?
Yeah, that's exactly
Technically, pumpkin is a fruit.
Well, you're right. Fruit, seeds.
If it has seeds, it is a fruit.
You're right there, right?
But that's
I'm actually going to commentate.
It's just fucking like the way it's operated.
Run the mixer.
I'll go all in and just join.
Yeah, right.
A cucumber is a fruit. A cucumber is a fruit.
It is.
No, but don't mess with the camera.
I'm gonna leave it.
Actually, this is as good as it gets, and that's as good as it gets.
No, we can. I can fix that. Just find yourself a light. The mics are fine. These mics are fine.
Cody, you're folding. Yeah, you want to the camera. I don't want to, but you can. And Pierce, it might be the cable pulling it that way.
Let me see.
Kamala doesn't. Are we live streaming on Facebook? She's never made fries. Let's have a president that actually worked in the Dude, that's just Tuesday. That's crazy.
I'm so excited.
That's in
It'll be entertaining either way.
Oh my god, yeah, it's gonna be like super
I came over, there was only this seat left. I was gonna just go over there, but
Yeah, I'm over at Hava for Tyler. Beaver to Beaver. Election is in 2 days, guys. And it's a tournament style. Be ready, James is eating Wawa food.
Can you grab that stool over to the side? You can use it right here, bro.
Thank you. T-Bow, bro. T-Bow, I like your nut pad.
next time.
I appreciate it.
You couldn't even make a meal without.
I know, that is so embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing.
Could be me.
Right? Like, I can make
So much hype for nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
He's out.
He's done. Forever. He's probably like a Christian pastor or something. You know?
No, that's Johnny Manziel you're thinking of.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Johnny Manzi? You know the
Never heard of him.
party kid?
Johnny football? Being rich
Johnny,
or booze?
yeah, Johnny Foot.
Who?
Johnny Foos?
Never heard of him.
He's a professional foosball player.
first round draft.
Why would I know that? Why would I know somebody impression? I mean, I do sports bet on pinball. Or ping pong, I mean.
Oh,
Sports bet on ping pong. It's fire, dude. Yeah.
over under
It's
on hits.
literally all you have to do is bet on the person with the last name. If they have ski at the end of their last name, they're gonna win. So just bet on that guy.
Why?
I've won so many. Yeah, dude, they're that good at fucking pinball.
Speaking of that,
Even if they're against like Chinese people, it's like ni hao against somebody last name Ski. Ski's gonna win, bro.
what if it's little Paul?
Lil Pump, he's dead, so it probably wouldn't be.
I was watching. He's dead.
Yeah, he died.
Miami last year.
No way, dude, that's crazy.
I was sick of it.
No, I mean, our
I'm sick of it.
QR code on it should be right behind
Get rid of him.
Only cost 3K.
That's it. Yeah, that's a really cheap hit.
Will you put something on the table? Everyone, has everyone
Right here, dude.
on this website and signed up to make an account? You made an account, right? Zay, you have an account on this, right?
Yes. Yeah, because they'll die.
You've been chosen.
If you do it this way, it's like I'm sad. You know, like you plug in on stat. But if you go this way,
So funny. Chill, man.
I did it a couple times. Yeah, I was like, fucking 7th grade. Would you feel?
Glad I'm comfortable.
No way. Yeah. Well, how?
Being used right.
It's just like relief. You know what I mean? It takes you out of your No, actually, it wouldn't let me because my blood pressure was too high.
Okay, so they cut it and then they were like, alright, you're good.
You're good, yeah, because it releases the blood pressure.
I've actually had to do that.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, I like fucked up my finger before the hurricane, and it's still fucked up. So much fatter it is than my regular middle
Well, you
finger.
just gotta go for a run or something, dude.
Dude, that's not how that works. Fruits, veggies. Says eat your fruits, and your finger will not swell up like
It'll
that.
deflate.
It's been deflated.
But ice on it.
When I bend it a certain amount,
You gotta take the school nurse's advice.
this is better than where it was 3 weeks ago.
No, it's a
but it's
clear
still,
difference, dude. It's
yeah,
somewhere
it's
in your
bad.
knuckle.
It's right here. That's where the pain's at. I don't know what happened. I do know what happened.
I
was getting on my
know
boat
what you
and I
did.
slipped getting into my boat.
Sure.
And I came down on my fist like this.
Or were you
Ever since then,
One person has to volunteer to play over there.
no?
no,
It's happened.
down on my boat. Oh, I know it has.
Well, I see a boat. I thought you were like doing the
Stay ducking me.
I won last time.
No, you didn't. You won after you bought back in. I bought one time.
That's awesome. So how can I buy a Domino's so I can do this too?
So you'll need 50,000 liquid.
Okay.
You'll need to be able to get a loan for 200.
Okay.
And you'll need over 1 year of supervisor or GM experience.
And you can lie
And
about
then,
it.
and then you have to have a plus. You have to have a 4-star or above average on OA scores. And then you have to go in front of the board, the operations assessment. So it's when they come in to see your dominoes, which your GM or supervisor, they come in to see your dominoes and make sure that you're, doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. It's not that easy. It's pretty hard. So this area is kind of taken by me and my family. So you'll have to go through start up. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'll start you as a CSR at $13 an hour. This is with customer service representative. You'll be answering phones. You'll be the phone bitch. The phone bitch. Yeah. I'll do that for a week, and then after a week of that, I'll teach you how to make pizzas, and after a month of that, then I'll make you an assistant. Where you're running opens or closing shifts, and then after a year of that, then I'll make you a GM. Okay. After 5 years of that, or at least a year, you can be eligible to franchise. Cool. Yeah. Let's do it. Ready? I'm ready. All right. Put your application in.
Start tomorrow?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll be a GM in 5 years, boys.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll put in an application too.
Drop an application, man. How old
Drop
are
it
you?
right in the trash.
You're 19?
Yeah.
You live around Stewart?
Yeah.
Put an application in the Salerno location.
Alright.
It's the one off South of Cove Road across street from Duffy's.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to work days or nights?
Preferably days, but I'm open.
I'm looking for a night. Looking for a closer. But I could give you 35 to 40 hours a week until then, so you get, learn everything about the business, and then we can raise your pay after 90 days and go from there. We close at midnight on the weekdays, and Friday, Saturday, we close at 1 a.m.
Alright. Now we're good.
No, that was his slot.
Put an application in, I'll interview him.
That was your slot. You just gave it in.
No, it's not.
You gotta drop an app. Drop an app before him, let me interview before him. Your little baby back bitch. Someone give it to you?
Baby back? No, I wish it out.
I want that baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Baby back, bitch.
Number 10.
Who else has been to Outback before?
A lot of people.
Really?
That's
crazy. You never been to Outback before, bro? No. You never had a bloomin' fucking onion, bro?
So good, dude.
You're insane.
I know.
Bloomin' onion.
Like that's exactly what I'm craving.
It's like that one rib
I had hot fries that they have at Outback.
The red dinner?
No, it's a rib dinner.
I've not had the rib dinner.
Oh,
Father is Muslim.
What's wrong with that? You offer a Muslim rib?
Yeah, dude. So what's wrong with you?
You're a cow.
Good luck getting
I
that
only eat
job.
pork 7 days a week. Okay?
Days that end with Y.
Yep. My driver told me that the other day.
I've been ordering sausage.
So I tried to cut down on drinking. I only started drinking on days that end in Y.
Wait, do Muslims pray a certain way?
Yeah.
Like towards the sun or something?
It's towards the rising sun. They pray to the east.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is
They
it?
pray 5 times a day.
How do you know which one's east?
A compass.
Or the sun.
Everyone does.
All right, we're just doing some tests, guys. So it needs to be right here. It needs to be in the yellow, the top part of it. So it needs to be left.
7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, it's Austin on the
Perfect.
microphone.
That's perfect.
Here we go, baby.
All right, all right.
Let me set some levels here because I think we should get.
Alright, I'm collecting a $5.
Too loud, too loud, way too loud.
Which way do you fucking go?
Tipping was the
Turn it
other
3,
option
turn it right here.
around the game, and, to make the home
Trust me, it's way too loud.
I don't know. Generally, when I watch the stream, I turn it up so I can hear that, and then you talk and you're blaring because people turn it up to hear that.
Can you here turn me off?
Yeah, that's it. There you go. Ryan. Yeah, brother, convert. Shit. This fucking guy.
Oh, dude, I'm on the money. It's literally right there.
Yeah, bro.
Wow, Georgia, just about your right between the lines, buddy.
Is east. Dead east.
Will sound like this. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. All right, test, test, test. We are good on my mic. Austin, you want to do a test?
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And then we're going to test the floor here.
How's everyone doing? Spray towards.
Perfect, right in the middle, yep.
Yeah, just about there.
Okay.
That shit all day long.
The city you pray towards.
All right, guys, welcome to Hava Poker. We are here. You guys can't see us, but my name is Pierce.
Hey, my name's Austin. I'm usually playing the game, but today I'm going to commentate and keep Pierce company back here
Yeah, I get
for
lonely
the
back here
duration of the
sometimes.
the stream. Yeah, he was complaining that he gets lonely, so I'm going to help him out with that.
So, if Austin, what I usually do is I go from left to right on the players. If you want to name them, starting on the left, we have.
Sure, yeah. In seat 1, that's Georgia. Next is, what's his name again?
His name is Zay.
Right,
He's a
Zay.
loose cannon.
I call him Xbox because he's always playing Xbox here. Who just got up from that seat? Is that Ryan?
Don't eat pork, maybe.
That is Ryan. He came to the bar recently. I haven't seen him yet, but it's good to see him at the table.
Dad's like not really Muslim, right? But the thing
To the right of him, we got Chris.
Right, it's Chris, and then we have James. James, very loose and aggressive player, fun to play against. After that, we have Adam, another loose and aggressive player, right next to James. That's going to be a fun little combo there.
Adam is in the brown hat and the glasses.
That's correct. After him, we have Phantom. And then a new guy after him. I played with him before. I don't remember his name. I think we played with him once.
We're gonna figure out his name over here. He's gonna be in, it looks like, seat 7. No, he's gonna be in seat 8. So we're gonna figure out his name here. To the right of him is Tasso. I hope I'm saying his name right.
I've heard it said as Tazo a lot.
So yeah, Tazo is gonna be on that seat. And then to the right of him, we got Woe. And then our dealer is going to be Makani, and he's going to be dealing for the button here shortly. I'm going to look at our volumes real quick.
I think you're coming in pretty hot.
Okay.
I'll take over. I'm going to run them their...
No, they're not going to do
they
it.
believe you have to give 2.5% of your one point, which is good. That's a good thing. Yes, it's 2.5%.
I mean, you have to go to Mecca.
The active fast.
All right, and we're gonna do a quick test on the mics real quick. So this is me, test.
All right, and I'm here. Test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Floor level is a little lower than I'd like it to be, but we'll just test it here and see how it sounds.
There's a crazy story about my ancestry and going to Mecca. He had a dream that there was a jar of gold coins somewhere. Right?
Way too loud. I was right on that.
And so, in his dream, he saw where it was. So he went to that place.
All right.
Allegedly,
And we're gonna do one more test here. So test. Volume levels.
Okay, and this is my mic. Test. I dropped mine too much. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. I think hovering around neg 15, between neg 15 and neg 10 is good. You want a little headroom in case, someone binks quad aces and we can yell a little bit.
Yeah. Just do that last test. And then
Mike ran a compressor on OBS. I don't...
No, it's an Orthodox church. So what is Orthodox? Like a Christian?
How do I use this? I'll stand here.
all right, so we are good to go here. It looks like. It looks like we got a lot of faults. So we're going into this 7-handed on the first one. 2 people with 9-6. One of them suited. It looks like Georgia has the most equity before the flop and after the flop. Our flop is going to give us king, ace, ace. Where Georgia was trip aces.
Okay, we didn't yell, but I almost called it. It's not quad aces, but it's trip aces for Georgia. We have heart draws for Tazo here. I would assume it's going to be Georgia and Tazo left in this pot. Tazo's going to make it 300. This is the first hand, right? Zay makes it 300.
And Tazo in Georgia.
Yeah, I think Zay might get raised out of this hand. No, he's going to continue. He's,
like I said, loose cannon.
oh, man. Okay, so the heart draw is dead. Georgia locks this up. Let's see how this betting goes. We're on Zay first. Zay leads for 500. Tazo gets out of there. Smart fold by Tazo. Great fold. And Georgia's going to jam. Zay, hold your hand, Zay.
Zay is a loose cannon, and it's worked out well for him. He's played a lot of hands, and he's gotten he's won a lot of money from playing loose.
I hope he's just posturing there because there's no call to be made there with Jack High.
So Georgia's going to go ahead and make that and scoop a good 2,000 chips, doubling up Georgia now with 20% of the chips on the table.
We're playing the 7 deuce game. Did you have, okay.
It's for 2,000.
Okay.
No, I had a 7 deuce plus over everything with 2,000.
Yeah.
It would have been the high card.
Damn, with fucking ace, king, king, ace.
So if you had a jack, she didn't have a queen, you would have been really good. I figured that I would just see the turn, but after. Yeah.
75.
All right. We're just fixing the audio real quick. Whoa, with a hand that he would like to call. 10-8 suited. And Chris, a little better there with 1% more equity with the connectors. And Chris has Queen 5 suited. People like their suits in Hava poker. It's liked a lot. So whoa, over here flops the straight. Beautiful, beautiful.
He checks.
With Chris with a pair of 9s, Woe's going to go ahead and it looks like he's going to bet 200. Can Chris find his way out of this with his middle pair? And he does. He puts it away. And, oh no, Chris called. We have 2 Chris's. So Chris C is going to be the one in the hat, and he's going to bet 200 with his middle pair. Woe raises the 200, and Chris calls. Little does he know, Woe has the, I wouldn't say the nuts here, but he's got the straight, and he's going to take it. Can Chris C save himself out of this one? Who knows?
Just got back to the table here. Looks like Chris has an easy decision. Makes the right call and folds.
Yep, good
with
job.
A pair of 9s, third pair on that board. Not good enough for all his chips. He made the right decision. Looking at about the same chip count. Whoa, jumped up another, almost doubled his stack. Made half his stack.
Yeah, playing 10-8 suited and flopping the straights, a really fun time.
It's about as much as you can ask for with 10-8 suited.
Oh yeah.
You hit a flush there, and you might not have a good flush. So I think you'd almost prefer the straight.
Oh yeah, 100%. With middle pair, it's, you know, especially when you have the straight draw and the middle pair, it's a little rough to, you know, get out of something like that. But we got Georgia with ace jack. That's gonna be a fun time. Zay apparently has 3 betting range, ace 9 off. And Zabib's 3 bet calling range. It's gonna be a king 8 off.
Why didn't you? That is?
And we're gonna come to the flop 4-handed.
Well, I mean,
I would have liked to see the 4-bet from Georgia there, but it is just a jack kicker. Looks like it would have paid a little bit. Actually, no, it wouldn't. Zay just hit 2 pair, didn't he?
Zay just hit
I
2
think
pair.
Georgia's going to like this. He's going to go ahead and lead. Let's see if Zay
700 from
can
Georgia.
make a good raise.
Zay
He just go ahead and
Yep.
goes ahead and jams. Phantom and Zabib are going to get out of the way.
Georgia's gonna have to hit a jack to get out of this one.
Looks like Georgia called. Let's go to our flop cam here and see what we're looking at. It's a 4. She has 3 outs. Needs to bink a jack. Here we go.
Oh, and she binks the jack, and Zay has been eliminated.
The 3 outer hits.
It's unfortunate for Zay because I would have done the same thing with 2 pair, you know, especially with only 475 chips left. It's it's a rough time.
You know, saying the jam right away with 2 pair on the flop is the right play. It's not the wrong play. I don't know if he makes any kind of play to get her out of that hand before she binks the jack. So I think he's just in a bad spot there.
Man, that is
I just love to see it. I love to see the fucking
I should have won.
Good to be with all you guys watching the stream tonight. We're here at Hava playing our Sunday free poker game.
Yosh got the hairband.
I just got back, guys. Where are we at right now? So we're gonna go back to the thing here. So Phantom with Ace 10. That is, if Ace 10 is one of my favorite hands, regardless. I just love it. It's a fun time. But then you get people with Ace Jack like Chris C, and it's just not a fun time anymore. But yeah, we're gonna come over to a flop. It looks like two-handed.
Yosh sits down and gets dealt right into this one, and it's gonna get rid of it.
There's the ideal scenario.
Ryan bet 2.
And Ryan with King 10. That's it's gonna be a fun time for him.
If I triple raised you, would you say that?
Yeah, I would have went all in.
Yeah, I do triple raised. Sometimes I triple.
A lot of good hands here. Clubs are live. Nobody hits a pair on this board.
You know about that?
And Ryan has the most equity.
It
here
looks
with
like Ryan is ahead.
bean.
No ace, but plenty of clubs out there.
No, the bean. The bean, like Boston.
So Ryan's gonna go with the flush draw and bet 400.
What bean we talking?
Phantom's gonna go ahead and call. I don't know what he's looking for here. Probably just that overcard.
You know.
It's gonna be a 5 of hearts.
Big brick here, and Ryan loses. He lost the equity lead for a second there, and then it came back. Not sure what happened there.
You don't see it? You
Consistent sex ed.
I'll check.
There we go. Ryan did lose the equity lead, and Ace Jack is in the lead here, and it's another 5. So,
In case you guys don't see the flop here, it's 4 Queen 8 5 5.
yeah, it's on Chris,
Chris takes it.
and it checks down, and Chris takes it with Ace High.
Rough, buddy.
Yeah, Chris got there, and Ryan sucked out. That's an unfortunate time for Ryan.
Maybe a good spot to start throwing some bluffs out there, but unfortunately you're against Ace High, and it probably wouldn't have worked in that spot.
So Georgia now with 25% of the chips at the table, still in the lead. Let's go back to the stat count here. Woe's right behind her. Chris C, winning those past couple hands. He's up a little bit. So it's a good time overall.
Tazo wakes up with Ace Jack suited. Curious to see what he's going to do here. He's +1.
Yeah, dude.
Makani's texting.
You know what I'm all about? Dude, this is the 5th.
Can we get the
Can we zoom in on that?
Can we zoom in on what
This
he's
is pretty
texting?
important.
Oh, he's sent something big there.
Suited king shitty picker.
Crispy Chicken wakes up with deuces. I think this hand could be fun. Phantom wakes up with 9s. There we go.
Watch, this is the one that's gonna hit. The one I fucking fold.
It's going to be an interesting hand. If we can get a specific set of cards here. We're not going to get to see the flop.
Flop
Three,
comes out
5,
3, 5, 7. I didn't see very much action pre-flop. What was the bet? All right, Chris C thinks the nuts straight. That's 1,000. Tazo jams behind him for a little bit more. Phantom gets rid of his 9s. That's a tough. All right, I like a great fold by Phantom. Pocket overpair, gets rid of it. It is a gigantic bet. But Tazo here calls with the nut flush draw. This is going to be a good run out to look at. 4-6.
Diamonds, right, buddy? Diamonds.
Flops a straight. Can't ask for better. Let's see what happens here.
Can Tasso hit the diamond?
Has
King, Queen, 8, or
5
deuce.
outs that are live.
And he hits none of them. Tasso has been eliminated, and Chris C will take it. I believe that might even put him at first place, because last I remember Georgia had around 4,000 as well. We're going to check the chip count here in a second.
And I was like,
I was watching in real time.
And then it came, and I was like, the four's gonna come.
It only comes when you don't want it to come. Story of my life.
I was like, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
winning that hand.
Yeah.
Tyler!
So Chris, I was wrong. Chris is now in second place. He just passed up Whoa. Georgia with 5,500 chips now. Still 25% of the chips at the table.
I don't even know what my profile picture is. It's probably like me holding a fish or something.
They're asking us to go grab people.
Yeah,
I got it.
raise, brother.
Short stack. Kyle got you.
I missed 2, so I got 0.23 in my money back.
Ooh, I got rent.
Ryan, did you buy me in?
I don't do the ones they offer.
Did he buy me in?
No, he got you.
Honestly, dude, I was thinking about just getting into it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Cody,
Just
I'll
like getting into it
fucking,
so I can, figure
I'll
out the shit
fucking,
for myself.
I'll fucking.
It's probably not that hard.
That sounds like yeah. All right.
Kobe, it's a live stream, so what you need to do with your cards is just move around.
So fun fact, when Makani was looking at his phone, we had another incident. If you go back in the Hava poker history, we watched Phantom, who just dropped my phone. We had Phantom, who is right there in the Amiri, in the black hat and the black hoodie. He was doing a follow for follow game for about a whole hour. He was just following people, and hopefully he can get a follow back.
Okay.
What's up, Tasso? Tasso joined us in the back here.
That'd be funny as fuck. Yo's with the quarter.
Looking at King Jack suited, Ace 8, and Queen Jack are probably going to be the hands that stick around here.
He does.
8 5 suited is the first to 3-bet Phantom's min click. Yosh comes along with 8-6. He's beating 8-5. Or he's not actually. The suited gives him an extra percentage point of equity. Let's see a flop and see what happens here. 2 clubs do come, and Chris C seems to be on to something here with his questionable 3-bet.
So we have 2 straight draws and a flush draw. Even Yosh had a straight
The
draw.
bottom end of the straight draw correctly folds his cards. Good fold.
That's another 10.
Hey Ryan.
All right, where are we at here now? This might scare off the flush draw. Chris goes for 200. And Ryan's got a decision. I wonder what he's going to do. I think he's going to call for 200 here. Ryan in the white shirt there, making his decision.
You're not getting anybody off the hand for 25. And
Exactly.
the thing
It
is,
just blows the pot.
I'm saying if that's what your
Objective
outcome
is,
was,
yeah.
But the problem is you're not going to get the 4-6 fold. You're not going to get the.
Georgia spitting out some advice to Ryan here.
I think he's talking to, or she's talking to Zabib.
Yeah. What just happened?
I think Ryan went ahead and folded his hand.
Really?
He did.
Yeah, Chris gets 425.
No, I feel like saying it.
A great reward for the C bet with 8-5 suited.
Hey man, it's November.
I guess you can't ask for much more of a flop there. We've seen very good flops for number cards so far.
Lots of talking going on. Up, and we have Kobe in the building.
Kobe joins the table.
Kobe, I can describe him in other ways, but he's wearing the camo shirt.
Our resident straight identifier always knows when there's a straight. Hello, Kobe. Good timing.
Hi,
Great
Kobe.
timing, bro.
The whole point of raising is to push people off their mediocre hands so that we have more of a chance to do better hands.
Whoa, with King 10 under the gun. He's going to go ahead and raise the 150.
Yosh folds the Brunson. It's very sad.
I think Woe's happy to raise with that hand. Crispy Chicken probably comes along with Jack 10. He does. 3 bets 250. James folds his ace 5. Genuinely proud of James for that. I've seen him do a lot of riskier things with a lot worse cards. Happy to see him fold an ace rag. All right.
How's yours?
Top pair for Woe.
Crispy Chicken hits the straight draw, double barrel.
Just fucking do.
Woe checks top pair. Let's
Just Tom and
see.
Jerry.
Bro, I swear.
He didn't check. Okay.
Crispy Chicken goes all in for the double barrel straight draw.
Joining what?
Chris C folds his ace 9. Woe says, I have top pair. I'm going to go ahead and make the call. And we're going to come down and have a showdown. Guns blazing.
Open-ended straight draw, not double barrel.
Chris has to hit the
Double
ace or the 1-9 left in the deck. It's not looking good for him. He only has 3 outs.
Not gonna
A
happen.
lot of his outs were folded, and
he
it
misses
does
it.
not happen.
You did it, boys.
Pair of Kings
We're
is going to
so
take
back.
it.
Say it for me.
And Woe's celebrating. And let's see what Crispy Bacon. Oh, and he's gone. Okay. I was gonna say we could take
we
a look
get back
at
on
his face.
Woe's cam? Let's see Woe. There he is.
Look at the smile on his face. And Kobe's celebrating with him. The thing about Kobe is he's also a loose cannon, a little less loose than Zay, I would say. He has, and I'm gonna say this ironically, he has a great time, fantastic at identifying straights. No, I'm just kidding. So funny story about Kobe real quick while you guys are looking at the chip count. Kobe had a hard time identifying straights for the first, 8 games, 9, 10 games he played a poker.
I think he still has trouble with it, but we love him nonetheless. It has got to be one of the funniest things.
Kyle Roberts said short stack Zabib in the chat. What is Zabib's short stack? Oh, yep, he is short stack. Although I believe in him quite a lot.
Kobe.
Georgia with the suited Brunson. He's going to fold it. Very
I
sad.
think we could see a jam from Zabib on probably any face card in his hand. Blinds are low. He might hang around and wait for something better.
Oh, James got suited aces. So James, here's the thing with James. James loves his suited aces. I always, whenever he's in the hand and he's just playing it, c-betting it down, I'm always putting him on this exact hand, ace 5, or any other suited ace. It's absolutely insane. So we're going to come down to a flop.
And he hits a 5 here for the best hand at the moment. We're going to see him bet here every day of the week. He's going to do he's going to go 1,200.
And Ryan
jams behind 4 less. James with the overbet on a small card, very typical of our loose aggressive players. Ryan's going to go ahead and call. He doesn't have that many chips, that's why he's doing this. He likes the backdoor flush, and I think he has 2 overs, so he's going to go for it. Picks up a straight draw. No, he doesn't. He does not have a straight draw. He's in rough shape.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Ryan.
It's a spade, but
and as we can see,
no good. 4 cards to a straight, 4 cards to a flush. No good. It's going to go to James.
As we see Ryan shake James's hand.
James gets rewarded for the overbet. I don't hate the play. I think at a more prestigious table, no offense to the Hava table, but at a more prestigious table, probably a questionable bet. But at this table, I think you get rewarded a lot for the overbet. There's a lot of people just willing to call early in the game. The big blind level doesn't come into play too often.
Let's take a look at our VPIP. If you don't know what VPIP is, it's voluntary put in the pot. Chris C likes to VPIP 87% of the time. Phantom right behind him.
He's at 87.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow.
That is insane.
So that metric measures how many times or what percentage of the time you put money in the pot when you don't have to. When you're blind, you have to. And I guess that's the only time you actually have to. Everything else is optional. You can always fold. And Crispy Chicken, it was Crispy Chicken, right? Or was it Chris C?
Chris C is the one in the black and white hat we were just looking at.
And he's the one with the almost 100% VPIP.
Yep.
3 away from 90% VPIP.
Kobe says,
incredible.
I'm gonna call with Jack Deuce but he is on the button, so slightly understandable.
One time I flopped quad deuces with Jack Deuce, so I like the play. And he flops a pair. He is not ahead. Chris C picks up a queen, running hot.
P. Sherman, 42 all the way Sydney.
What if that's a real address?
Georgia's still in the game, which scares me. She's very good at this game. Kobe says, I have a pair of 2s, the lowest pair possible. If anyone has anything right now, I'm beat. But he's going to call the 100.
Calls.
I went to the city called Cairns, which is north of
I like the bet sizing from Chris C. Not going crazy. Just trying to get a couple people to come along that might have thinked a 2 or a 6.
to jack. Nothing from anyone.
Was there a raise pre-flop in this hand? I missed it.
Yes, there was.
It went to 100?
Yeah.
Okay. So we see bets for the same amount. I like it. Chris is going to check top pair. Kobe drops 400 into the middle. Incredibly aggressive.
Uh-oh.
Okay, no glitch on our computer here, but I think we're all.
I think our
good.
GPU is
Our GPU, it's the GPU.
GPU is dying
And
slowly.
a 9 drops on the table to change.
Oh, yeah, no, I was wrong. The jack
Kobe has
helped
two
Kobe.
pair. Oh, yeah, Kobe has 2 pair. Drops 400. Neither of us caught that. Big apologies to
Kobe
our
raises
viewers.
to 1,000. Is Chris going to make that call with his top pair? And he does.
He does. Kobe is going to collect a good amount of chips here. We're looking at a $3.3 thousand pot.
And he slaps the table. We should remind Kobe, wherever the walkie is, to be careful with the table.
Oh, he's fine. Let that kid have his fun.
Adam
just said it to him anyway. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Thanks, Adam.
Breaks RFID.
And Kobe claims that the table is more sturdy than his life. Still don't smack it, but thanks for the info.
There we go. There's a dance. I knew we were going to get a dance from him.
He's stoked. Jack was a great card for him. I didn't catch that was 2 pair. I don't think Pierce did either. Apologies for that. James wakes up with Queen Jack for this next hand. James is going to like this hand. He's up a little bit. He's going to be happy to raise the 200. Chris C with Queen 10 and plenty of money to call is going to go ahead and flick in a chip for that.
Wow,
Now
this is going to be an
question
interesting.
Is Woe or Georgia going to 3-bet here? We get a call and we get a call. 150 to call for Yosh with King 9. He's going to call. We are going 5 ways to a flop with a lot of good cards out there. I'm surprised there was no 3-bet on this.
And Yosh is
for
the king.
Yosh.
Wow.
Yosh. Probably the weakest hand here, maybe, sort of.
Yosh goes ahead and bets 175.
He's going to think top pair and continue. Do we have any heart draws out here? No. Everyone's got 1 heart if they have one.
The only person who stands a chance against Yosh here is Georgia with her 11% equity. She has to hit one of the aces, but she puts it away, kind of leaving everyone stranded in the middle of an ocean here with no ship, no flare, nothing.
And James raises to 350. Woe calls. Yosh is going to put it. Happy to 3-bet here. Awesome 3-bet from Yosh. Great play. Gotta love it. Be aggressive when you have top pair.
Yeah,
simple way to play the game, and it pays you off a lot.
There's a jack.
A jack comes out.
This is not going to look good for James. This
James
is the worst card James
super
can have.
happy. Now he's got a decision to make. Yosh has been very aggressive twice. He has to put him on top pair. James has 2nd pair, but he's going to call.
James has to hit. There's only 1 jack and 1 queen in this deck, and he's going to have to hit one or the other.
He's got 2 outs.
Jack, 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 Jack.
6.
And it's a 6. And James also slaps the table, probably breaking another RFID. We got to chill out with slapping the table, guys. It's a very expensive setup.
Yosh is going to collect a great pot there. Played it well. He hit top pair, and he got aggressive. Don't need to get sneaky. Put some chips in the pot. I don't like James's call at all.
Keep it in your mind, bro. Think about it.
Yosh's original bet was in front of, I think, 4 other players. Maybe 3 if he was big blind. I think he was ahead of after Georgia's check. That indicates a lot of strength. And when he barrels on the turn for all of his chips, even if you hit a pair, it's not higher than a king. I think the play is a fold.
If you guys did not know, we actually have a second table that you cannot see. So these aren't all the players, even though there's 2 seats available right now for this table. I think we have a good amount of players, and they're actually right behind us. We can slightly hear them. So they're going to be joining in probably after the chip up here.
It'll be like the stack to pot ratio.
No, I do statistics. Yo, yo, wait. I want to make probabilities.
Bet X plus bet B equals pot of
Yosh with pocket threes is going to check the flop, and out comes a 2 of diamonds. We don't know what Kobe has. He hasn't put the RFID on the thing, but Yosh is going to go ahead out with bet 150. Chris is going to go ahead and call.
You work today? Yeah, I did. Make some money? A little bit. Yeah, it's slow today.
And Kobe, we don't know what he is. Oh, he has ace-10 suited. I don't know what he's calling. He just probably married to his hand, put the ring on it.
That's a funny joke.
James is watching the stream right now.
I'll watch him, Connie. And if you don't do it, I'm going to take you to jail.
And he's getting yelled at.
Obvious rule we have is you cannot watch the live stream that reveals everybody's cards while you're sitting at the table. I think I speak for a lot of people when they say I will be calling in many names after I get out of this room.
And Yosh is going to call with pocket threes.
The
what
bluff
a great
catcher call.
Wow.
Heroes with pocket threes. Fourth pair on this board.
Oh, wait, no, he doesn't call. He has to call, and he puts it away.
He folds. Oh, I thought I saw a call.
And Chris C bluffs him out of the hand. Rarely in that situation are pocket threes going to make it, but if he did call that, I would have thought of him as a very different poker player after that, because that is absolutely insane. That would have been absolutely insane. Zabib obviously has gotten the big blind across from him. Now he only has 19 big blinds. He's going to have to play something at this point soon, but when he does get in the hand, it's going to be quite drastic. Kobe with ace-king suited. Now, this is going to be interesting. Kobe, we should be seeing a heavy bet from. Kobe, yep, like I said, raises it to 1,000. 20x. Kobe raises 20x big blinds. James is going to have to make the call for all in here with ace-jack, and he's going to. Zabib with deuces. Zabib is not happy. He wanted to play his deuces, but the bet was very, very high. Now it's going to be between, it looks like James and Kobe. I don't expect a call from Chris.
I definitely did. I lost it 3 minutes in.
Kobe hits a 1 club. Chris, it doesn't look like he's going to hit much.
It's been 3 days. That's great.
Kobe's still ahead.
It's still a long time, man.
Chris is going to go ahead and bet 200 on a very, very, very dry board here. And a jack comes, giving James the win here. He nails the jack on the river. Wow. And James is going to go ahead and collect a side pot here. And Chris is going to... Okay, Kobe is screaming into the mic here. He just turns around and screams into it. So James is going to take it. Kobe, I see why he screamed into the mic. His ace-king suited did not make it. Chip count here. Georgia in first place with 22% of the chips. Woe in second place with 19% of the chips. Yosh, 18% of the chips. And James got lucky right behind him, nailing that jack on the river.
They're like, all in. I'm like, bro.
All right, blinds are up to 50, 100 now. Hava free poker at about every, something like, well, what's the timer at right now? Maybe 10 minutes, maybe higher. Something from 10 to 15 minutes. The blinds are going to double. And if you know anything about exponential growth, doubling makes the blinds very, very high fairly quickly. We start at 25-25, then we go to 25-50. That one's a little different, but then it goes 50, 100. We're going to go to 100, 200, and then so on. I've seen it get all the way up to 6,000, 12,000 before. That was a game a couple weeks ago.
You know, men got it hard out here, guys.
No, we just. Jack 3-5.
Yosh flops his set, and he's an 89% favorite to win this hand. I think I just saw him look at the camera.
I also saw that.
Let's see what he does here.
So
He's
that's
going to go.
a Yosh tell is when he looks
He
at
just-
the camera.
Yosh jams. Just cold jams. Looking for someone with diamonds to call him. Looking for someone with a jack. James does have a jack. James calls. Gets one to come along. Georgia is going to let this go with 3 cards to a straight. Nothing to call with there.
Yeah, and every great man is a greater woman. So if you grow in great, get a greater one.
So James is going to have to hit another jack or both kings. So
Oh,
now
there's one king.
Yep. So now James has another king as an out.
He has 3 outs that are live,
And he hits none
and
of
he
them.
misses.
James has been eliminated. Let's go to James Cam here. And someone calls him a silly goose.
James plays a very loose and aggressive style, so he's either getting rewarded like crazy or he's losing a lot of chips very quickly. It's an aggressive style, and there's a lot of risk and return. That's poker, baby. Yosh takes the lead. 8,000 chips. Right behind him is Georgia with a little over half of what he has. So
And Yoshi's in a good position because he is in position against Georgia. So he's in position with the chip lead and to second place, second chip lead. So he's in a very good position right now. And there goes James. He is out of the table. Kobe with 5 at deuce. It's going to be a little fun here. We're going to see what happens. Georgia with pocket jacks. It's going to be a very interesting little thing going on here.
Sorry.
I'm telling you.
I understand.
And Zabib is all in with ace-7. Zabib has played a total of 1 hand this whole game, and it is against pocket jacks.
the blinds are high enough for him to just rip it for 900. He has 9 big blinds. It's the right play. Unfortunately, he's running into jacks here. He has 3 outs. And she flops the set. He has 2%. He needs to go. What does he even need here?
He needs
Runner,
2 aces. He needs 2 aces.
No,
yep.
but that gives her a boat. No. What does he need here?
He has 2% equity.
What does he have to hit a straight? 7, 8, 9, 10. He needs 9, 10 runner.
I was like, I have a pair.
9 and 7 deuce. What the hell, man?
It's a queen. He's dead.
Yep. And
That's
Zabib
unfortunate, but
has been eliminated.
it's the right play.
One of the great players of the game has been eliminated. Surprisingly, I will, if there was betting on this on the Hard Rock Sports Bets book, I definitely would have lost some money there. But there isn't.
Adam plays good poker. If he's aggressive against you, he's not doing it just to run a bluff, just to do it. That'll happen to you at this table, but if Zabib does it, he's at the very least got to draw. And he gives you decisions to make, and that's what you want to do in poker. You want to give people tough decisions to make, and you hope that they make the wrong one in your favor.
I am a teacher.
Where are we going next? We got a nice view of Makani there. Hair looking good. Mustache looking good. It's a good looking kid. People say we look alike.
Yeah, walked away to America.
I don't see it.
I actually work with the guy, and someone thought I was him. Congratulated me on my marriage.
So then, does that mean we look alike? Oh, someone congratulated you on your
I said,
marriage.
thank you. I appreciate it, I guess.
Makani, our 21-year-old dealer out of the bachelor pool, already married.
Dang, I missed the
Really-
bachelor party. That's
Really
unfortunate.
incredible.
got 2 good hands here.
Phantom
King
wakes
10,
up with
ace
ace queen offsuit, king 10 offsuit for Kobe. We're going to a flop 2 clubs and top pair for Kobe. He's happy with this. Everyone has a club. Everyone has a good club. We need to go runner for that to come into play.
Kobe's all in.
I don't think anyone calls here. I think Phantom's happy to lay this down. He does. I think Chris is ahead enough that he doesn't need to call down with a backdoor flush draw. He's going to let it go. Kobe scoops, I believe, just some blinds. Couple calls.
Jam until you get out. Can you tell me, Jam? I don't even know. Oh, so Jamie.
Let's take a look at our pre-flop raises. Kobe in 20% of the time pre-flop raising. We got Georgia second and Phantom third. In my personal opinion, if you got it, you should be raising pre-flop. I heard from a very smart man that if you don't raise it pre-flop, or if you're not ready to raise it pre-flop, raise first, you should probably fold it. I heard from another great person, you should always 3 better folds, good strategy. Doesn't always work for me.
Are these just people on YouTube or?
Some people on YouTube, some people in here.
Okay. Chris C wakes up with ace king. Phantom's got ace queen in the cutoff. Chris C running hot. Lots of chips.
And we got a 3-way all in, 10-9.
I thought Chris C had more chips. Did he lose a big pot?
We got the connectors. We got ace
Kobe's
queen.
in with
We got ace king.
10-9 offsuit. Surprisingly, Kobe ahead of Phantom here because his Phantom's ace draws are dead to Chris's ace king.
Now, even if Kobe loses here, he's still going to have about half of his stack, a little less than half left. Can Kobe hit the straight? And more importantly, is he going to realize that he hits the straight?
Kobe flops a pair, but behind the ace, which is going to give Chris C a good lead here. Clubs come into play for
Kobe's
nobody.
going to have to hit another 10.
He's looking
or
for
9.
a 10, and it's a king. Ace king scoops
Chrissy running
the
hot this
majority
game.
of this pot. Phantom's out of here. He's going to scoop the whole pot. Kobe's still going to have a little over 1,000 here. About 1,200. What is it? Maybe 1,100. Math. 1.15. Chip count looking like Yosh hitting that big hand earlier, still keeping him in the lead. It's a good Sunday night here at Hava. Just a reminder, we play free poker every Sunday. If you come in here and sign our waiver, you can get on the stream with us.
I asked for a chocolate milk, and I never got it. I forgot to go grab my chocolate milk. I am
The
parched.
real mistake there is drinking chocolate milk in the first place. The next mistake is ordering it.
Real men drink chocolate milk.
You want me to go get your chocolate milk?
Chalky water, technically.
Hey, yo, Ellie, pause that. Yo, Ellie, pause.
Y'all got walkie-talkies?
All right, we're going to get some people from our... Sorry, folks. Hang on one sec.
Copy that. I love you.
I do during our break here. I'm gonna plug in. In fact, I might just do it right now. I doubt it's gonna break anything. I'm gonna plug in our.
We're going to try to get our rail cam working back here.
Yeah.
Are we computer experts?
Yes.
Actually, yes, we are.
We are computer experts. Just want to double check this is the right one. Here it is. Okay. I've built a couple computers. I know what I'm doing. I actually fixed the stream here earlier.
Other table is wild.
How so?
I don't think I'm going to get this working, but we can see here.
I have 1,300, 400. Hold on. Actually, just let me count first.
C source.
So we're back here, and we got it fixed.
We
Look at
said
that.
it and we meant it. We are computer experts.
Yeah, look at that. So because we're doing stuff here.
You're good. Georgia has second pair here. Nobody has a king. Oh, Yosh has a king. Yosh is gonna.
We don't get to see the equity
That's a
here.
jack. Never mind.
I highly doubt the rail cam broke the equity. Highly doubt, but up there it
we
goes.
go.
So Georgia over here
In
with
the lead with second pair. Let's see if anyone can get her off this with a nice bet. Maybe a 3 raise and a 3 bet. There we go. Chris is gonna. Chris with bottom pair is gonna be the first to aggress.
and Georgia's gonna obviously make the call.
Georgia likes it enough. She's gonna call. 4 players still in this one. Only 2 of them with a pair, and they're not great pairs.
And Georgia's gonna
Woe's
take it.
happy to check this. Georgia's happy to check this. Yosh, Yosh is gonna pump the gas here and throw 225 out there with just king high. Maybe buff that higher. I don't hear it. I can ask him to turn that down. Chris got Georgia to fold, and she's throwing her hands up. I got it. She wishes she calls with a 7, but with 2 people betting into the hand, I think it is a fold, even though Yosh bluffed, and the other one called with bottom pair. What are you going to do? She's saying it now. It doesn't make any sense.
Chip count is Yosh in first place, Georgia in second, and Chris C in third. We haven't really moved, the leaderboard yet, but we're happy to go ahead and have these players leading the table. Looks like we got Corey from the other table into the game. She folded whatever she had. Probably wasn't very good if she folded it. We have had Corey here for a good amount of time. We taught her how to play poker, and wow, it has impressed everyone how good she has gotten in the time that, we've played. So whatever she folds, I trusted that she folded it. So looks like no one has anything on here. We don't know what Kobe has. Chris C is going to go ahead with his over, and he's going to bet 100. Kobe's going to go ahead and look at his cards, and he's going to make the call with whatever he has. Who knows? We're down 3-handed here. And the flop comes a 10. Chris bets 100. Kobe still in the lead, 86% equity. Is he going to call 100? He called 100 last time, and he's not scared. He's not scared of the 10. He's not scared of the 2 or the 6. And it is an 8. The river comes an 8. And Kobe, little does he know, he is good. Is Chris going to bet? He doesn't. And Kobe is going to go ahead and check. Woe is going to go also ahead and check. And Kobe's going to make it. Kobe, good calls. We know you wanted that ace. Didn't come. You still got it anyway.
Because I'm not even trying to play. I swear it's niggas that don't even want to play win, bro.
Just go like this.
Bro, I did last hand ask him. I literally went all in and I won the fucking hand somehow. Watch, I'll do it next hand.
Kobe says he's going to shove next hand just to prove a point. I don't know if that's very smart. We got, it looks like we got someone new at the table here. I don't know if he's in the game or not.
Yeah, you understand. Like if a samurai said, hey, just give me your sword. You know what I'm saying? No.
All right, guys. Well, it is Chip.
Audio? It does. There we go. He's a genius. Sorry for talking into the void there for a while. Hey, Pierce, you want a mic?
I'm good, brother.
Didn't mean to be aggressive, Yosh. So, Yosh, you went from almost last place and now to first with, I believe it was a set of threes. What was going on through your mind when you did that? And you got to speak directly into that mic.
Well, one, it's a free game, so I can play a little more aggressive. I wanted to see the flop. I hit the set. You think you have the best hand? Now's the time to just put it all in.
And how many callers did you get when you get that? You got one caller, right?
Pretty sure James called me. He maybe had, like, I don't know, 2,000 or something, but as long as I get one caller, I felt pretty good there. I'm not sure what the percentages are, but I felt pretty good.
Absolutely, yeah. It was a good play, and it puts you in first place. And I believe, I don't know if we can look at the chip stack here.
Out
We
of all the
probably
tables?
can't.
Out of all the players?
So it looks like you have 25% of the chips
go.
at the table with 7,500. Right behind you is Georgia and Chris. Chris has been playing very good poker. I know he's a person to, not be afraid of, but, just to watch out for. What do you think? Who do you think is your biggest competitor so far at this table?
I don't even know who Chris is, but pull the names back up. Let me
Chris
see.
was the one on the opposite end of you with the hat.
Oh, okay. I don't know how he plays. He made a decent call there when I bet on the, I think a king high. He had a pair of twos. Probably Georgia, to be honest. She's probably the most experienced. That's at the table. Woe's kind of like a silent assassin. Sometimes he runs hot, but then there's Chris. I don't know how he plays, so honestly, that's probably more frightening than
And,
half the players.
I
at
can't
the
tell you
table.
how he plays either, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Yeah, so I'll try and get a feel for him as the game goes on, but I'm probably not going to play too much, being the chip leader, try and, weed out the players here, get to the final table, and then that's when the game will really start.
Absolutely, and we got a whole nother table of people coming in. I would be nervous for a couple of them. A couple of them are very good. I'm not going to say who. We'll see them when they get to the final table, the last 9 people, but it's going to be an interesting match. Do you have anything else to say?
I think I'm 4th on a leaderboard right now, and I have 4 placements. Most people have 6 placements. I think I finished top 6 every game I've played so far, so I need like a top 3 finish. I'll be happy.
Absolutely.
Stay on top of that leaderboard.
Awesome. Well, Yosh, it was good interviewing you. I wish you the best of luck in the game. You have all the chips. Don't throw them away, like I do a lot.
All right, guys, we're going to take our chip up break. Blinds are high enough that we can get rid of the 25 chips, and when we come back, we will continue and hopefully consolidate the table soon to the best players left in the game. See you guys in about maybe 10 minutes.
All right, guys, we are back. We got the rail cam on here. Earlier, the rail cam was
Hello.
not working. The audio was not working. So when we were back here talking on the rail cam, you didn't hear anything. But everything's fixed. We're getting everything slowly fixed. As
When
you
we
can,
did our interview with Yosh, it wasn't working?
no, it was working. It was working.
okay.
So as we go over here, as you can see, let me close the chip count here. We got all the people getting set up at the table. We're gonna go over the names real quick, in case someone who doesn't play here a lot knows the names. So from the left, we got our dealer Makani, and we got Georgia Yosh, and then in the long hair and the black shirt, very handsome man Tyler. Then we got Lukey Dookie right there in the chain, Corey, Chris C, Kobe, and Whoa. And the cards are being dealt, and the chips are being put in here. So Corey with ace 5. She liked that hand. Georgia with king 9 suited is going to make the call. And Tyler is going to go ahead and check. It has been a limped pot. Let's see what the flop is here. Whoa, boom, 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 boom. That was insane.
Morning crew could never. Closing, I did that all the time. You're tripping. My morning crew, bro, my morning crew on that shit. Morning crew playing fucking R&B early ass in the morning. They wouldn't let us. That's what I'm saying. They wouldn't. My fucking GM, fucking Scott and Tim will both.
All right, we're having a slight technical difficulty here.
Like straight up, like they're still serving customers while listening to music. I don't care. I was in the PS one day, like super strict and all that shit. I'm wondering why people can't. That's why.
I had 16.
You're 16?
Yep.
I knew it.
All right, we got the hands back and shown here.
Kobe calls what?
So I have Georgia, Tyler, Luke, Corey, Chris still in the hand, right?
All right, so you're going in 4-handed here. Flop comes 10, Jack 3. 5-handed, sorry. Tyler hitting the 10, but Chris hitting top pair with that Jack. Chris is going to go ahead and raise it, min-raise it to 400. Tyler with the 10 is going to go ahead and make the call. And here comes another check. Wow, Chris getting the trips. And checks.
Last man survived. What is it?
Chris is going to go ahead and raise to 1,000. Tyler says, okay, is my 10 good here? And he goes ahead and puts it in, giving Chris another 1,000 on top. Chris takes a nice pot of 2,300. We still got the second table behind us. We have quite a few good players on that table. I actually walked past them and talked to them for a second. They're doing very well. Some people have a lot of chips. Some people have none chips. None chips. Great English by me. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and come over to dealing the cards again.
Yeah. They're owned by the same guy, Genius.
Oh, well, take it fucking down if it's not Genius. How about that? Wi-Fi, take something that's not working down. So people are confused.
Hey, Kobe, maybe you should be the owner.
Luke, check or bet?
Tyler with pocket 9s and Lukey Dookie with pocket ducks. Chris hits his, what he thinks is top pair on the board. Little does he know, Tyler still has it.
Tyler with a smooth check with the top pair, pocket pair. He's going to
All Luke needs is a
check, raise all in here.
Luke just needs the 5. He has a straight gut shot.
That's actually not a raise. He only had 100.
And Tyler is all in with the 100. He's going to go take whatever was previously bet, and he's going to make a smooth 1,800 chips about 9 big blinds. Pocket nines are going to take these very, very, very low board.
I heard someone say it was nothing in it.
My dog bit it.
What is his name? Go out to destroy you?
Luke, one hand in the game, and he already gets 100% involuntary put in pot. Beautiful. I love one-handed low data stats. You gotta love it.
That is funny. However, Chris C. not messing around at all with 95% VPIP. It'd been in the game the entire time. I didn't think it would ever go higher than 89, but we are dangerously close to 100%.
Maybe I need to raise
He's
my
got
VPIP.
ace-7 suited against 2 players with ace-10. Of course he calls. He's 95% likely to call with anything.
Yeah, I need to start raising my VPIP up.
I don't know if that's the right move. Not saying he's making bad decisions, but it's a very aggressive style.
There's the ace for both players, all spades. Luke just needs, he has 30% equity, 38% equity. He just needs that one spade to come up on the board. Kobe's all in with top pair. Is Yosh going to make that call, or does he think he has a flush? Yeah, there he goes. He blows into his mouth. Yosh is known for thinking, which is not a bad thing in this game.
I'm a bit surprised to see Luke with so much equity with just a spade. He does have a straight draw as well, but it's really just a spade he's looking for. But he's got everyone crushed with equity. After a couple folds and someone folding an ace there, Kobe jumps up to 27%.
And the thing is Kobe bets so much that Luke's thinking, okay, well, he could already have the flush, and he could have a better card than my 10, which, I mean, it's wrong in this situation, but good thinking. Corey, did she just put it all in with a pair of 4s? Corey has the most equity here.
Corey's ahead here.
Corey is ahead. Wow, pair of 4s and a flush draw. Can she hit it? Wow.
She's really behind. Equity-wise, she's ahead, but she's really behind. A pair of aces is ahead right now, and if we go brick, Kobe will take this. Chris C is going to call, but
8-7. I don't know why he called. Why did he call that?
He has a gut shot to a 6. Let's see what happens here.
It's a 3.
It's a 3, so
Giving
Corey
Corey
picks up 2 pair. Kobe's not happy about it.
And it's an A, and Corey hits the flush.
Anyway.
Luke is seething right now. He could have won that all. Corey picks up it. Wow.
Corey
that is
made
insane.
A good play there. Do you make that play? I don't know if I jam in that spot.
It depends on what she had
Depends
earlier.
on how much money she has.
Yeah.
I didn't know her stack amount before the jam. I think it was something around 1,500, so maybe she was down. I could be wrong.
Nothing, not to be negative. I don't think Corey thinks that deep about it. She is a relatively new player. She knows how to play her cards. She is getting very good at the game, surprisingly, from what we've taught her.
Corey's an absolute hustler. She will ask you almost every hand, can I bet this much? And then she'll, river, jam, bluff, a nut flush draw. It's just, she knows what she's doing.
She's scary.
She does know what she's doing. I like to call her and her friend Sai, who are both some of the younger players we have at the table, Hustlers Preschool Live.
Ooh, bad all in from Luke. He only had 300 chips, only 1.5 big blinds.
That's not a bad all in. That's a jam.
I mean, in this
9,
situation,
you just rip it.
All right, well, let's see.
He's
Let's
not
go
in
to
good
the
shape,
flop.
but it's the right play.
5, 4, 5, 2 spades.
No help to Luke here. Ace King's still in the lead.
We're
Yosh is probably going to put some chips in the middle here. He goes 200, and Woe tags along. Looking for the straight draw here, both of them. We might be looking at a chop if a deuce rolls off. It does not. 5-5-3-3. Ace is the best hand, so we actually are still looking for a chop here. Looking at a chop, I should say.
And Luke is out. Not like Austin said, it wasn't a bad play. You had the king, if people missed, you know, you were good, but unfortunately someone already has you dominated and someone has an overcard.
He has 300 left. He's on the button. He could wait for it to go all the way around. You know, I don't really hate that play either. But at a certain point in a tournament, the blinds are only going up. It's time to start making some money. All right, guys, we're looking at Yosh in first place, Georgia in second, and Corey in third. 2 people behind Corey, pretty close by. Pierce just handed me a piece of a Tootsie Roll, so I'm going to go mute for a minute here.
I'm going to keep my mic on. You guys can hear me too. Yeah, we might go silent. I don't want to. I don't want people to hear me too.
That's such a perfect throw. How'd you mess that up? Couldn't be me.
Yosh with suits. Kobe once again all in with Jack Deuce. Can it save him once again? Once again, can it once again save him once again?
Why is he doing this again?
Might be his favorite hand. Let's take a look. Let's look at his face. Even though the flop's coming down. Oh, he's hoping.
He doesn't look happy about this. Pair of sevens for Chris. Way in the lead now. Kobe's hoping for a jack and only a jack. 11% likely for that to happen. Chris throws out 200. Yost tags along. He's got an over. Picks up a straight draw. 4, 5, 6, 7. He's looking for an 8 or a 3 here. Chris charges him another 200. I think Yosh comes along here. Might even bluff a raise here to maybe increase his equity.
It's not looking good for Kobe.
Just going to smooth call. Kobe in trouble.
Yep, and he is in trouble. The second 7 comes out, giving Chris
lock up Chris even more. He's gonna charge Yosh here, and we hope he puts in the fold. Let's see if he tries anything sneaky here. He's gonna let it go. No flushes got there, nothing to bluff.
I would pay $7 to know what McConaughey's been texting.
Oh, hang on, guys. My phone just buzzed.
I wonder who it is. Oh, it's not him. Okay. Kobe has been eliminated. Let's get to Kobe Cam. See if and he's gone. And so is Ryan, who is his friend. I think Ryan was just sticking around to hang out with Kobe, see how he does. So we got 6 players at this table. It is not the final table. We got Chris in first. Oh, never mind. It looks like we do have a final table. We just got word. So we're gonna go to the rail cam here. Me and Austin here, back in the back. I gotta close that door. Austin, can you keep him? Say something.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and consolidate our tables here. I think Pierce just clicked something he didn't mean to. Let me fix that. Okay. Yeah, we've had a second table going right outside our door there. We're gonna consolidate into one table now. We're gonna have something about 10 players, I think. And we're going to hopefully find a winner here soon. Blinds are steadily moving. Still a lot of good poker to be played. We got Rob coming to the table now, as I can see. Pop on the cameras.
Sorry, guys. I was dancing for you. All right. Let's take a look around the table here. Oh, does Rob have chips? Does Rob have chips? So it looks we got Maddie here. I forget.
His name's Chris.
Chris. Oh, 2 Chris's? Another Chris?
That's right.
Interesting.
Be very interested. I hope Rob is in this game. It looks like he is setting up his seat.
And not good
Rob
for
in the red
Yosh.
jacket. Rob is a great player.
Rob is a great player, sitting to the left of the chip lead.
Arguably the most experienced who plays here on our Sundays, and I am very curious to see him hopefully get in a hand with Chris C, our 90+% VPIP. Is he chip lead?
91%.
Cody's 100%, but he just
lost.
Yeah, what was that? I think Cody got it on one hand or something.
Well, we will look at the chip stacks once
Chrissy
it gets inputted.
Is our chip leader from our initial table. We're going to consolidate and see where he stands. But all I was saying is I'm curious to see what a hand would look like with him and Rob. I have to imagine that if both of them are in a hand, one of them's bluffing. They're both good players. They know when they can put chips in and get someone to fold. And I hope we get to see it. It's going to be some great poker. And it'll be good for TV.
To the right of Rob in the red, we have Tyler in the black, very handsome man with long hair. And then to the right of him is one of Tyler's good friends, Cody. He is in, what do you call that?
It's called a pashmina.
A pashmina. Never heard of that before.
Pierce doesn't go to festivals.
I've been to one festival in Forbidden Kingdom, and
you don't know what a pashmina is? What?
I stayed in the
car.
No, I stayed in the why is it what is that type of music called?
Yeah. Did you panic?
No.
What is that type of music called?
I was having fun.
Elevator music?
Reaper was playing for Monster Cat. Wow, drum and bass.
Okay.
Wow, that took me way too long. I went to Forbidden Kingdom in 2022, I believe.
I'm surprised Forbidden Kingdom has any drum and bass going, but I love it.
I stayed
drum and bass is a lot of fun.
I stayed in that section.
What's up?
You guys are good streaming? I'm going to go.
Go for it.
So let's look at the stacks here. So Tall Chris is in the lead here with 8,000 chips. If you guys don't know who Tall Chris is.
Let's get a camera on Tall Chris. If you're having any trouble figuring out which one of these people is Tall Chris, we can recommend you an optometrist.
Yes.
I think he's something around like 6'6".
Maddie,
tall guy.
on the very left in the black hair, is second place. And then it's Chrissy, Georgia, Yosh, and then Rob. So this is going to be an interesting table here. Very, very interesting. Yosh already calling and limping in with King 10 suited. In my opinion, that's not really a limping. That shouldn't be in your limping range. But, I mean, what do I know? I'm just Pierce. I play online primarily. But he hits it. And so does Woe. But Woe actually has the 2 pair here.
Woe's going to go ahead and throw out one big blind. Our blinds are up to 200, 400 now. Yosh is going to go ahead and min-click up to 800. Not expecting a 2 pair here. Since Woe min-bet, he's probably expecting a 5 or a 6.
Oh, my goodness. And Woe gets the nuts.
And he boats up.
Well, the nuts would be pocket kings.
Pocket 6s and then pocket kings.
Yeah, but well. Anyways, Woe pretty much destroys
He has the
Yosh
effective
here.
nuts because no one can have. Well, someone can have kings on him. So
Whoa,
he's got
we
second
need to go
nuts.
back to Yosh here. Yosh Cam. Yosh is thinking right now. He's known for thinking, and thinking's not a bad thing unless you come to Hava Poker, which everyone rushes you. No thinking allowed here, but he makes the call. And Chris C is going to make the call as well with the
Chris C comes along with 4-3 and hits just a pair.
Woe is all in on this hand.
Drawing dead with 4-3. Woe's going to go ahead and jam. It's the right move. Yosh lays it down. Chris is
I
gotta
doubt
lay
Chris,
it down.
I don't think he's going to call
I think he
this.
lays it down. I think he already did. I don't see cards in front of him. Is he thinking?
He is thinking, yeah. I mean, if you have anything here, you lose.
It's a fold.
Yeah.
There's enough aggression on this table for someone to have something better than a 4.
I
Easy
think
fold.
that puts Woe in first place with 10,000 chips. What a beautiful number. 10000. That is a gorgeous number right there.
Yeah, it's real pretty. AI poker commentator.
10001100010. What you?
What?
Yosh with 5-3 suited. Is he gonna think the suits are pretty enough? Nah, they're not that pretty. I'd say mid, probably less than mid. Rob with 7 suited connectors over here. Rob's going to for sure play that. He's going to make the limp.
Let's see if this is the hand I was hoping for. Cody's got a hand. Chris C wakes up with pocket 4s. Here we go. He's in here. He calls. Georgia with suited connectors as well. 1 tick up from Rob's. She comes along. The 8 pairs for Georgia.
Cody has the straight draw. Got shot with the king.
And the most equity here. Very interesting.
He looks like he has 4 kings he can hit. I don't know if there are any kings. I didn't see any.
Well, he can hit a 9 as well, so he's open-ended.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he is open-ended.
Sort of open-ended. Is that a double gut shot, I think, or however?
And so Georgia's... okay, so Cody's in this. As you can see on the top there are Cody's outs. And there's the 9.
Cody gets there with 8, 9, 10, jack, queen.
He puts it all in almost immediately.
He's going to go ahead and jam, and I think Chris gets out of the way of this. He's been playing good poker so far. Except you could probably argue the VPIP thing, but he's got a good amount of chips.
We're going to check the VPIP thing after
And
yep.
he called.
Wow.
And Cody's going to
scoop 3,200 chips.
Double up real quick. I am very surprised by the call, but I guess he was just trying to bluff catch.
Chrissy, 92% VPIP.
92%. How?
Let's look at our regression frequency here.
Double the VPIP of the second place.
He voluntarily puts it in, and he's aggressive 44% of the time.
I'd like to know how that stat works. I mean, I can wager a guess, but.
So we got ChatGPT 4, 2025, baby.
Tyler with ace 4, +1 under the gun. Goes ahead and calls. A couple of these hands get out of the way.
Tall Chris, that's funny.
Chris C comes along. Ace 6. I like ace 4 better than ace 6. Whoa, wakes up with 7s. Here we go. He's going to go ahead and bump it to 1,200. Yosh gets out of the way. Tyler gets out of the way with ace 4. And Chris, with a gajillion VPIP, is probably, statistically, going to make this call.
I would say 1,200's a lot to bet with pocket pairs, but I mean what the blinds are right now, it's only a 3 big blind raise, so
Listen,
it's not a whole lot.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. In this spot, Woe has a lot of money. I think you might raise it more. Risk some chips and just see what you can get out of it. If you had less chips, I would say actually just jam it.
Oh, and Chris hits the ace. Woe's going to have to hit another 7 here.
It's only 900 to call. He's going to call.
And he only has
enough money.
Has to be 1 card in the deck.
He's got 1 out. Yeah. What are you going to do?
Let's go to the flop. Oh my God! He has the 1 card in the deck to get the wow! I'm speechless. That is insane. There was only 1 7. 1 7. I repeat, 1 7 in that deck.
Let's take a look at Woe here. He's got to be smiling, right? He's holding it in. He's giddy. He's got spirit fingers in his brain right now.
Good job, Woe. Good job, Woe. He took out the top VPIP contender.
And Chris C.
And there's no more 92%.
Is out of the game because Woe banked a 1-outer for a set. Unbelievable. This is good for TV.
Tall Chris is reminding me of someone I've seen in a lot of places, doing a lot of different jobs. But anyways, wow, that is insane. Tyler with pocket 8s. And then Tall Chris with pocket 9s. And Yosh with 10-8 suited. Flop's going to come ace 3 jack. Rob getting 2 pair here. Rob's going to check here, hiding whatever he has, and then a 7 comes out. Rob, after checking the flop, after checking his 2 pair, he's going to bet 1,000 Tyler with his pocket 8 says, hey, there's 2 overcards in there. I don't want to be a part of it. If anyone has any of those, it's not good. Corey with her jack is going to make the call. And Tall Chris, thinking the same thing, is going to also put the call in. And that comes a deuce. Absolutely no help to anyone. Rob's going to go ahead and bet 2,500. And Yosh puts the cards down, and Rob makes a cool 3,600 with his 2-pair. But they don't even know he had 2-pair. Insane. Insane. I'm still thinking about that 7 that came out, man. Wow. Cody with 7 deuce. Great fucking hand. He's going to fold it. Excuse my sailor mouth. Tall Chris with the suited aces. With the 4. Just going to make the limp in. Yosh is going to fold his 5 deuce. And Rob with pocket 10s. With 8,300. Plenty of big blinds. He's going to make it to 1,600. Tall Chris says, okay, I have pocket aces. Not pocket aces, sorry, suited aces. He thinks. And he's going to put it away. Rob's going to go ahead and take it with his pocket 10s. This is the last hand of 200, 400.
Wait, is this like multiplayer like people online are playing with you?
Look how tall Chris is.
Are people like saying slurs online too?
That's insane.
No,
That's definitely goated comment of the stream.
I mean, compared to like, let's go back to that camera real quick. I mean, compared to like the people on his left, I mean, he's got to be at least like 6'8", you know?
I think he's 6'6" is what I would guess.
6'6"?
Yes.
Oh.
6'8" is NBA status. I don't think he's there, but he's close.
As compared to just Madden, which is one person.
All right, so we got Cody's Brunson versus Rob's Connectors. Cody's Brunson still here. Check, check. Cody looking for a queen here, and he doesn't hit it. It checks all the way through. Cody says a 10 and a 2. Is anyone going to say the Brunson? Is anyone going to teach him what that's called?
I'll do 3-6 for this one.
Sometimes we'll go, instead of from 2-4 to 4-8, we'll go to 3-6 just to make an intermediary blind level.
Let's have some fun.
Because things ramp up very, very quickly. If there's enough people in the game, we'll slow it down a little bit, which is what our esteemed dealer, Makani, decides to do here. Big shout out to Makani. Deals this game for us. Does a great job. Keeps the game alive.
I mean, it gets like that sometimes.
Whoa wakes up with Ace-8, going to throw it away. Georgia doesn't like it. Yosh doesn't even like Jack-10 off. Tyler on the button. King-7, not very many chips behind, is going to go ahead and flick in a call for 600. Cody doesn't even want to go for it, and Maddie's going to check a pair of 5s. I think in this spot, with a pair of 5s, you put the guy with 400 chips behind all in.
And there's the king.
And it's going to go all in anyway. Tyler gets top pair, but Maddie flops a set, and she's going to take this down, most likely. 95% equity. Let's see how the action goes. Maddie has first action. She's going to bet. She knows what she has. She makes it sick. Tyler,
Puts
6.
Tyler all in here.
Is all in with top pair for another 400 chips.
Tyler doesn't know how to rearrange his chips, but he puts it all in.
Doesn't fold that in a million years, and he's going to get the bad news here.
How many 5s are left in the deck for Maddie? That is the question.
Hey, she already has a set, bro.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, never mind. I'm a silly goose. Oh, and the kings come out.
Maddie still has the best hand. She has a boat, but Tyler now has another out.
And it's an ace. Tyler, that is so unfortunate for Tyler, man.
Now, Makani's going to go ahead and explain how pocket fives are a better hand here than one king. It's a little confusing. We have a lot of new players. It's a fair thing, but it's not just 3 fives. It's 3 fives and 2 kings up against just 3 kings. 3 threes and 2 twos are better than 3 aces.
Tyler pats Cody around
Full
the back,
house.
and he's out of there.
Rob in the lead here with 60% of the chips. I think he migrated tables with a fair amount of chips. Am I right when I say that? I didn't really.
Who?
Rob?
Rob was right behind Yosh when he joined.
When he showed up. Okay,
Yep.
well, he's in the lead now.
I wish I was able to like draw on the screen like Madden. Because that'd be really cool.
That does sound like fun. I think you might get carried away.
In
my professional opinion.
I would 100% get carried away. Be circling things that don't even matter. All right, let's go back to the cameras.
Happy daylight savings, everybody. Did anyone else not know that was today?
I lost sleep.
You know, you gained sleep.
Did I?
You gained an hour today.
Oh. No wonder I woke up
Nice and well rested.
at 10 o'clock well rested.
Yeah. Red flop, king deuce 3. Nobody suited red here. It's going to check around. 4 rolls off. Straight draw for Maddie, but worst equity behind Corey's pair of 4s and Cody's flush draw here. Straight flush draw. Actually, if I had the diamonds, would be a lot of fun here, wouldn't it? Let's see what happens here.
Oh, my goodness.
So close.
Only if it was the
All right,
diamond.
here we go. So Maddie hits a straight here.
But Cody also.
But Cody has a better one.
Yep.
Corey still has a good pair on a bunch of low cards. Let's see what she does. Maddie knows what she has. She's going to go 600. Corey rightfully lays it down. And Cody.
I don't think Maddie has a straight.
Maddie does have a straight.
Oh,
Ace,
she
2, 3,
does.
4,
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
Cody raises to 3,000, and Maddie's in a tough spot. The diamonds got there. Any 6. Can she talk herself out of the straight here? Can we get rid of? Can we get?
I don't
Maddie
know how to
cam?
get rid of that here.
Swap to another cam. Maybe we can see her. We really can't. That's a bummer. Okay. I'll just narrate what Maddie's doing, even though we can't see her face. She's thinking right now, and she's thinking.
And she puts it in.
And she put. Yep.
And Cody's going to take 4,200. Rough position for Maddie, especially with that ace. You think that 5 is your savior, but it's actually the thing that murders you. And behind Maddie is Zay playing some Xbox.
Maddie still has plenty of chips here. I don't hate the call. Sometimes you got to make that call. Sometimes you got to make that fold.
I mean, I'd be making that call all day. So, I mean, a tough position with the ace. Not a good time. Cody with ace 10, my favorite hand. Flop comes jack 4 deuce.
There's 5 suits in the game, and I was playing them. It's king something. What's the 5th suit?
2 checks, and we get a king. And then the ace comes up on the board. Cody's going to go ahead and take it, binking that ace on the river. If it was anything but a queen or a 5, Cody was taking it anyways.
Yeah, 5 crowns. That's what it was. 5 crowns. Thank you. 5 crowns. I'm pretty sure. That's the one where you have to like make things with your hand, right? You put it down to be the
Okay. All right, and so we're back to dealing. We got Whoa, Cody, and Rob. Cody in second place. Very happy for the man. Very, very happy.
Georgia and Yosh going to throw it away. Rob here with 7-3 suited. And the red jacket going to drop it off as well.
Cody with suited connectors.
Cody's
and the
got
white.
suited connectors. He likes it. Maddie with Jack 10 for 600. Plenty of chips in her stack. I think she's going to go ahead and make this call. She does. Corey lays it down. Big, tall Chris. He's going to make the call for 300 more in the small blind.
Whoa, raises it with King 8 suited.
In a tournament, slightly late in the tournament, I really like this raise. There is a lot of people at the table for King 8. When they're both spades, I don't hate it. And he gets the squeeze through. It was a successful play. Very profitable squeeze. 1,800 going in his stack just for flicking in a couple extra chips. It's a good move.
Good squeeze for Yosh.
Good
chip count. Whoa, whoa.
That was whoa. They're making the squeeze, not Yosh.
Whoa with 27% of the chips. Cody right behind him with 17 big blinds, and Rob with 15 big blinds, which checks aggression here. Moving a little bit quick. Cody being the most aggressive with 52%. And Yosh picks up a beautiful, gorgeous, lovely hand.
Let's see if anyone gets a pocket pair on top of this, though. Yosh with ace-king suited under the gun. He's going to make the infamous under the gun raise to 1,200.
That's half of his stack, too.
Rob with suited connectors and plenty of money is probably going to flick in this call. He doesn't like it. He thinks under the gun raises are too strong for his 9-10 of diamonds. He's going to get rid of it. I don't hate the play.
Chris is going to make the call. We don't see what Chris has yet. Oh, and there it is.
There's the pocket threes. Corey folds and tall Chris is in this. He 3-bets him to $2,000.
No, I said raise. I just said raise, yeah.
Some verbal miscommunication there. So, tall Chris, 3-bets to 2,500. Yosh is all
gets
in.
out of the
There
way
it goes.
with ace deuce suited. Good fold.
And we are going to
Yosh is going to 4-bet all. No, actually, he just calls for less.
We're going to go to a showdown
The
here.
classic ace-king suited versus a pocket pair.
Now, if you don't realize, well, you probably don't, but my co-host Austin here has won this before
Yeah,
with pocket
against like
threes.
5 people. That was a fun hand.
And
The
there's
ace
the
rips
ace.
off. 8-7. Didn't Rob fold suited?
Yep.
8-7. Well,
Yeah.
it wouldn't have mattered
There it
anyway.
goes. Tall Chris still has the same outs.
He has
2 threes
2
left.
outs. He's at 6.
Oh!
Again!
On the run!
Again.
Damn!
Damn, bro.
Excuse my potty mouth and Yosh wiping his eyes with a smile on his face. It's only fair, buddy. It's only fair.
Was it him that rivered it the other hand?
No, it was Woe.
It was well, right.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get Yosh in here to hear his thoughts about this. That's a rough hand. That's poker. What are you going to do except for
Wow.
call a 3-bet with your ace-king for all in. He's suited. He hits 2 pair. He says it's the best way to go out. I disagree, but, you know.
That's unfortunate for Yosh. From now on, I'm playing. From now on, every single game, I'm playing pocket threes, and I'm going all in. Yosh does not want to come back here and talk to us. I understand.
We have questions.
How are you feeling after that?
What slurs are you thinking right now?
I'll be so mad.
5 ace 5.
Check.
No help to anyone here. And then it comes a 2. Wow, what an insane night here. And the king comes. I believe the queen is going to take it here.
Couple insane rivered sets to take down huge all-in pots.
King 5.
Fun hands, good for TV.
Good for TV.
Good for TV. Rob and Cody going to showdown, and Maddie 50% of the time they're in a hand. How are people at 0%? Yeah, I guess they just don't make it to showdown. They're getting people to fold, or they're folding out. I don't think I've seen Georgia take down too many pots, but she is still with us here late in the game. She's got a...
On my stats on online poker, I make most of my money going to showdown. So, and you know, we got the people who go into showdown in the top of the leaderboard here. So it makes sense. Whoa, with ace 7 raises to 1,600. Gonna be kicking a few people off. Rob's gonna be folding his king 9.
1,600 is min raise right now at 400, 800 blinds.
Cody with the white shirt folds, and whoa, once again, gets people to fold and makes a decent little 2 big blind. Not even 2 big blinds. A little 2 big blind, less than 2 big
When
blind profit.
squeezes are profitable, it's profitable to squeeze. He's doing it. Gonna get the next hand going here. Corey with queen 7 off.
Corey's got to play something. She hasn't played a lot.
Under the gun. I think you might have hit the nail on the head. It looks like she's gonna call here because, you know, if you don't start putting money in, the blinds get too high for you to really play anything you want to play. Chris is gonna call with a pair of 6s.
And Rob's also going to call that limp as well.
Looks like Chris might have gotten away with a jam here. Get everyone to fold or just get it in with a pair.
We are going to the flop 4-handed. Ace 10-3, all diamonds.
Nobody with a diamond on their hand. Looks like the 10 is going to be best for Rob. Action on Rob in the red sweatshirt there. He's going to go to 12. Maddie gets out of the way. Corey gets out of the way, and Chris is going to let it go.
It's a tough board there. Yeah, you got pocket 6s, and there's a 10 and an ace with a suited 3. So, you know, who knows? He could have gotten an ace. You know, he could have the flush. He could have a flush draw, and it's especially dangerous when, you know, you don't have any diamonds on you as well.
Adam Zabib, who was in the game earlier, always preaches you don't want to be too aggressive on a monotone board, which is a board with all 3 of the same suits on the flop. You're not going to get too much action there if you have the flush or maybe you just have a pair. It's a very scary board to be calling with anything other than a very nutted hand. Tall Chris here under the gun with King Jack is going to flick in the call. Low Georgia, Rob, get out of the way. Cody.
Rob's definitely getting out of the way. He's walking away from the table. Corey with Jack 7 suited is
Happy
going
to check
keep
that down.
Yeah, she's going to keep her cards. Did we just go to a flop? We did. Okay. A Brunson with a 3.
Nobody hits anything. King High still looking best here. 2 changes nothing. No one holding enough spades to make a difference. And
faster.
the ace rolls off to give nobody a pair. Let's see if anyone gets aggressive here. King High best. Corey's going to check. Chris is going to check as well.
It's
I think
hard
someone
to be
might be hiding an
aggressive when
ace.
that ace right there, you know.
Cody's going to check it down as well.
And if 3 diamonds came on that board, maybe even 4, that would have been really interesting. We got a jack, a king, and a queen of diamonds. Dealer privilege. Dealer gets to look at the cards. He does like doing that. I'm okay when he looks at my cards. I like some advice. Tall Chris over here is going to go ahead and call the RFI from under the gun with King 5 suited. And it's an ace 4. Ace 4 goes to a gut shot. King 5 with the pair of 5s in the lead here. Not quite the gut. Now she has an open ender. So a little better for her. Chris still with the pair of fives. Is Georgia gonna be calling this gut shot? She's gonna need a 7, a 2, or an ace to win this. She has a decent amount of outs here, about 7 of them. Georgia puts it all in. Chris is giving it a good think, which, you should. He is ahead, but, it's a tough one when the person who plays a lot of poker, Georgia, is going to shove you all in. I'd definitely be nervous in this situation. I'd definitely be thinking about it a lot longer than, what he's thinking about it. I was about to look at one of the cameras.
No, but can we make that face?
Oh, 13? Oh, my bad. I thought it was 33.
You just
Is that when it took that long? 33, right?
And a tall Chris calls it. Is she going to river a straight with an ace, a 7, or a deuce? Or is tall Chris going to take it? And it looks like he takes it. Georgia has been eliminated. A good bet sizing from Georgia made him think about it. Made him contemplate what he's doing. It looked like he was going to fold. He didn't, and it was her demise. And now Georgia is now leaving the table. We got 6 players left. We're going to stay on the chip count here. I just got a piece of chocolate. Austin's giving me a piece of chocolate because I gave him a piece of chocolate. So we got tall Chris in the chip lead, 20 big blinds. Whoa in second place with 19. Rob, a very good poker player, 13. Cody to his right in the white shirt. You can see him right now. 10 big blinds. Maddie with 3.5 and Corey with a very sad 1.6. Now, as you can see, our dealer Mercani, all alone, goes left. No one sitting next to him. Very sad. Corey with Jack 10 suited, and she folds it. Low with 6 deuce. Limped in. He doesn't realize he's good. But tall Chris now has a flush draw, and Whoa is going to go make ahead and make a bet, and Chris folds. Cody with King 10 suited with 10 big blinds. He is going to make a limp. Maddie with Jack 10 is going to fold. Corey with 10-7 is going to fold. Corey's going to have to do it now or later. Whoa with Ace King suited. He's going to raise to 1,800. Cody already getting his chips ready. Cody's going to go ahead and make the call. It is Ace King versus King 10 suited. Can we get spades or can we get clubs? And it looks like a little bit of both. Whoa in the lead with 90% equity here has a flush draw, and not anymore. He gets a flush. Whoa's going to go ahead and bet 3 grand. Cody is going to go ahead and fold his King 10 suited. Unfortunate, only one club came out on that. If another club came out and it was both had flush draws, it would have been a very, very, very interesting street on the river. Whoa, with pocket jacks now. He's getting really good hands. His hands are live right now. He's going to go ahead and call the new blind, which is 16. Cody with jack 7. Hopefully is going to go ahead and put this away. And he doesn't. He's going to make the call. This is a very, very, very going to be a very interesting board. Cody hitting top pair, but Woe getting top set. Woe's going to bet. Cody's going to call. It is a 10. No help to any of them. Cody's going to fire off another one. Woe's going to snap call. But he's going to raise all in. Cody also puts it all in. And it's a deadly, deadly, deadly river. Can Cody hit a 9? Is it going to happen? And no, the luck is not there for him. He hits a deuce, and he is now out. How unfortunate for him.
Is he drawing dead there? No, 9. 9.
Dead, small blind.
Now Cody being eliminated. We are back to 5 players. Let's take a look at the stacks real quick. We have Woe with 16 big blinds, almost more than everyone else. Tall Chris, second place, 9.7 big blinds. Pretty much everyone should be going all in here, except for Woe if they get a good hand, with only 10 big blinds. And Rob will take that very seriously, going all in with ace deuce suited. Excuse me, I had a burp. Maddie is going to go ahead and make the call with ace queen suited. Both have very, very, very good straight potential, very good flush potential. So what's it going to be? Is it going to be hearts, spades, low cards, high cards? And there's the queen for Maddie. And it looks like Rob is dead, no matter what comes out. And Maddie's going to go ahead and take it.
Need everybody really quick. Recount your chips really quick because yours is 1,000 off. I'm not sure why. You should have 4,600.
They're counting their chaps. We're chaps. They're counting the chips. We're making sure that, you know, everything's all good. Looks like Corey is all in here, regardless, on the small blind. No matter what she gets here, she has to play it.
Exactly. 15, yeah.
15,000.
Well, look at that. You put Tall Chris as your name.
Tall Chris?
Yeah, because I had Chris C right next to you.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. All right, Button's dead. Maddie's small blind. And Corey's on blind.
So Corey is all in blind. Are we going to get to see her cards? We do. Oh, that's not fun time. 10-3 off. Tall Chris with ace-7. It's a very sad time for Corey. She's going to have to hit those 10s or those 3s. Rob is also all in with ace-jack off. Maddie, queen-6.
Chip in a chair. That's all you need.
I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to flip it over. No one say it out loud.
You just leave.
Don't say it out
I think she's going to keep it blind here. Is she going to hit it? We're going to be screaming if she hits it.
195.
It's a 9. She's going to
She's
need
in trouble.
that 3 or 10. And boom, she's dead. Gunshot fired to her face. Right in the head. Not a good time.
Yeah, after they flipped
Corey
over the
has been
10, I think it was
eliminated.
a jack or a 9. That's it. For a chop or quads. That's tough.
Unfortunate. And Corey's going to go ahead and leave the table.
What's the prize structure, bro? What is it?
I think it's just first place gets a card.
First place? Gotcha.
Second place might get a cookie card.
Might?
Double check with Ellie. I'm not sure. I think you might have changed it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Second place gets cookies?
Yeah.
Okay. Under the gun. 16, your big blind is that small blind. Low fold, drop fold, Smatty, 16 to go.
Hell yeah. When you over the line.
All right, got it.
All right, we have our person who just got out. I think, what was it, 5th place? I gotta take a look. 5th place. All right. Yeah, take a seat. All right, Corey. You had one small blind, not even, and you got 10-3. Did you look at your cards?
No, I
you
went
didn't.
all in blind.
It was a very unfortunate time. You played very well throughout the game. You had some bad beats and you had some good wins.
Did you guys ever see me like look dead in the camera?
No, I
would
did.
fold. I would fold and then I would there'd be I would have a straight and then I would just look at the camera and be like, bruh.
Yeah, good show. What do you call that? Good show.
Yeah, I do it like Jim from The Office.
Yeah, Jim from The Office. Hold on here, 1 second, Corey. We got an interesting hand here. Ace 9 versus Ace 7 here. 8-7, sorry. Looks like the ace is going to take this. Can he hit an 8 or a 7? And he misses it. Rob, one of the best players at this table, has been eliminated by very, 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 very tall Chris, as you can see in the camera. He's behind Woe. Anyways, Corey, sorry for that.
No, you're good.
So how did you think you did throughout the game?
Not very good. I'm surprised I made it that far.
Well, you did make it that far. Now, you were on the table, not that we're showing on the stream, but the back table. How did you do
better
on that
over
back
there.
table?
I did a lot better over there. It was really difficult. We were all getting ace king, and then the board was just a bunch of low cards. So I lost a lot, but then I made it back up, and then I was feeling pretty good until I got to this table.
Now, there was a moment I saw when you had 1.7 big blinds. It was your turn to act. You had Jack 10 suited, and you folded it.
Because she raised to 2,000, and I was like, I can't do it. I don't know why. I should have.
It's understandable. It's understandable because at that position you're like, okay, do I wait for better cards,
Right.
or do I just put it in now and hope for the best with Jack 10?
But better cards never came. So
Better cards never came, and you were
Should've done it
forced to
then.
go in with 10-3, which would have been nice if you had right now.
would have been beautiful.
But it was an unfortunate loss for you. 10-3, and the board was completely dry like a cactus on the outside. Cactuses are wet on the inside.
Interesting.
Yes. Fun fact, cactuses have water, cactus juice. If you ever watched Avatar, cactus juice is very fun. Oh, and we're on a piss break. Piss break time. Austin, do you have any questions to ask Corey here? We're going to go to the rail cam. Are you okay with being on camera again?
I have no questions.
Okay.
How you doing tonight?
Thanks, Austin. Good question. How are you?
You didn't answer the question. How are you doing tonight?
I'm okay. I've done worse, so I'll take it,
All right. Well, we're dodging some PDA on the table. So good thing we're on the on the rail cam here. Okay, they're just hugging. That's okay. Hugging's okay. Oh, well, Maddie. It looks like Maddie. We're gonna go ahead back. Maddie, it looks like she still has some chips left. Not a lot. As you can see, tall Chris is stacking his chips almost as tall as he is. So we're gonna see who's winning. We got a couple people left in this game. Not a couple, sorry, a few. We got Maddie, Tall Chris, and Woe. Austin, who do you think's going to take this? Tall Chris only has 2 big blinds more than Whoa.
It's hard to say. Honestly, towards the end of the game, you want to look at chip counts, but I don't think they matter that much with the blinds doubling as often as they do. It's really a toss-up. I think Whoa plays pretty good late game, but unfortunately late game in tournaments, it's very just – there's so many spots where you just have to go all in with bad hands, and it's really just up to – as Yugi would say, at the heart of the card. So we're going to see how that plays out. I wouldn't count Maddie out, but she's at about 2,200, and everyone else is above 20,000. So she definitely is in rough shape here.
And looking at the button, if you see that little black circle, that's the button we use. We also use it as a timer. It looks like Maddie is going to be, if that's correct, on the small blind, which is going to take her down to 0.9 big blinds. So it's going to be interesting. It's either now or later for her, pretty much. She's got, what, 3 hands?
That's a really good point. And, yeah, even though she's only on the small blind with 1.5, I think she's probably in a spot where she's just going to go ahead and have to rip it and maybe, hopefully, double up.
So we got our 3 players coming in. We got Tall Chris, very tall man. Wish I had the height on him. We got Whoa sitting down. And then we got Maddie also sitting down, and we're gonna go ahead and deal them. What do they say on? What do they say? Oops, wrong camera. What do they say on World Series of Poker? Shuffle and deal.
They say let it rip.
Oh, let it.
Maybe that was Beyblade. I'm not sure.
Let it rip. All right, so Maddie's gonna put down whatever the heck she had. Chris, with Ace Queen, is gonna go ahead and take Maddie's 0.5 big blinds, which leaves her down to 0.9 big blinds. So it is either, what does Maddie have? She has 2 chances to play the cards. It's either this one or the next one. Yep, it's either this one or the next one. We're rooting for Maddie here. We're hoping she wins. And I just got delivered a Kit Kat, so mind the crunch. Oh, my God. Do not fold this.
Maddie goes ahead and jams for less than a big blind. She will definitely play the big blind in this hand. Chris makes a good ICM call, or a good ICM fold. He wants to get out of the way there. It is his girlfriend. Maddie is his girlfriend, but you still want to fold because in the case where she actually wins the hand, she would triple up as opposed to just double up if she beats Whoa.
Oh, and we're going down to a flop. I'm sorry.
Maddie way ahead here. Still way ahead. No help for Whoa. Couple pair outs. Still the same outs here. 14%. Got to hit one.
Is he going to hit it? And it's a king. And Maddie's going to
double up.
Nice. 1.8. Big blinds. I'm getting a little excited here. We're rooting for Maddie here.
Well played by Maddie. I'm glad she didn't fold.
And now she's going to go ahead and have to put 0.5 of that, leaving her with 1.8 back into the pot now that she is the... Oh, I'm sorry. She is now the big blind. She's going to have to put one of those back in. Oh, we don't want that camera. We're just going to stick to this camera right here. Everyone's jammed in the little corner here. Wolf folding Jack Deuce. And Maddie taking it with the connectors here.
Maddie's on her way back into the game.
I wonder if we're gonna see any how do I put this? Any Chris and Maddie action here.
I think that was the incorrect way to put it, but I know what you mean.
Sorry. I wonder if we're gonna see any poker hands played together between Maddie and Chris. There we go. Whoa, with ace 3 off. He looks at his cards, and he puts them away.
Whoa gets rid of ace 3. Suited on the button there. Was that suited or was unsuited?
It was off.
Right.
Maddie back down to 1 big blind again.
I think it's at least a min click there. I think the play is definitely to raise. Especially with his chip count, the chances of just taking down the blinds are so high. Maddie wakes up in this hand with ace, jack suited.
Makani explaining, you're all in this hand or next hand. Maddie says, I'm all
Connie
in.
talks her into the jam that she was already convinced to do.
Talk, Chris. Are we going to have some action between the two?
Now, again, in the same spot, ICM, which means the independent chip model, without explaining too much, basically says that he should fold there
but he called.
just to get out of the way. And he makes the call. So what that call does that is in his not in his best interest is it could give Maddie more chips.
Oh,
and he flops the diamonds. I will go ahead and turn my microphone off now.
What a love story. He murders his girlfriend. Figuratively.
Chris is going to jam and whoa with second pair.
It's going to call.
He makes the call. Let's see our.
If Chris wins this, which he is most likely going to do with a 4% chance, it ends the entire game. We have 9 or a 6 for Woe to win. And it's a 7. And Woe and Maddie have been eliminated. Tall Chris killing his girlfriend and Woe at the same time. Chris Tall is taking all the chips. Can he stack them up to reach his height? We don't know. Maddie's celebrating because she got third place.
Is Woe out?
Yeah, Woe is out. Woe called an all in for less. And they have been eliminated. And we have one stack. The leaderboard, Tall Chris, first place. And that concludes our Hava Kava poker game. Austin, what is Woe and Maddie winning on this game?
Well, Woe got second. So
Chris and Rowe.
So Woe in second is going to go home with some crumble cookie coupons. I think it gets you like 4 of those things. I don't think they're cheap, and they're kind of gigantic.
They are gigantic.
Hey, Ellie, what's first place?
And Chris is going to walk away with a $25 bar tab here at Hava Kava. Again, guys, we play free poker every Sunday. We'll put you on the stream. We'll have a great time. We'll teach you how to play some cards. New people, experienced people, old people, young people, aliens, anyone can come join. We're happy to have you.
I don't want any aliens in our game.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that after. Thanks for watching, guys.
Oh, hold on. Before we leave, Austin, I have a question. I've been thinking about this, and it's like completely random.
Maybe after the stream.
No, this is a good question. This is a good question. When the Neuralink becomes a thing and people can do GTO in their head, do you think it's going to ruin the game of poker? Do you think they're going to ban that? Like, if you have a Neuralink in your head, do you think you're allowed to play in the World Series? I mean, you're just like, you know what? Yeah, see, it's a good question. He's thinking about it, right?
I mean, yeah. Wow. It is a fair question.
Because right now, it's already there. Like, if you guys watch the World Series of Poker, there was a guy who went on the rail, and his friends had a laptop open with GTO, and everyone's pissed about it. And they said it shouldn't be allowed, which it isn't allowed. But then now people are going to have that in their brains. So, like, you know, what is that going to be like?
What can you really do?
Is poker
Why don't
close to
we
being
get
ruined?
our second place finisher to weigh in on the subject? I'm sure he'll have some fun things to say about it. We have Woe here, everybody. Pierce, why don't you ask the question to Woe?
Whoa, when Neuralink gets implanted to your brain and you can do GTO in your head at a live poker table, do you think that's going to be the death of poker? Do you think they're going to allow people to play? Do you think they're going to have an advantage over other players?
Chad, what the fuck he's talking about?
This is why I don't want aliens playing poker. Anyways, welcome to Hava Kava Poker, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching and you were playing, good job, guys. If you lost, I'm sorry you lost. I'm sorry if we called you a name or two. No slurs. I hope. And yeah, good job. And we will see you next Sunday. Whoa, do you want to say anything before we end the stream here?
Had fun, guys. Come to Hava Kava. Have a shell.